Metropole!
And welcome back to your favorite radio show on TG Sound with Afreen,
Waleed,
and Ali.
Today we have a bunch of things to talk about, but before we start today's segment, I want to give a special thank you to our head of our research team, Sanya, in 12D. She's been doing magic behind the scenes, giving us new insight, better content, and overall making us smile. So please, everybody, give a round of applause to Sanya!
Okay, so this Sunday we have Halloween coming up. How exciting! Hence, Mr. Nav and Auntie G Sam are not here because they're getting ready for it apparently. But we do have some Halloween themed jokes for you guys.
That's great.
So, Ali, why don't you start off with one?
So, why didn't the skeleton go to his prom?
Why?
Because he had nobody to go with.
Oh,
That's so sad. No.
that's depressing. That's not a joke.
Okay, Waleed, your turn.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Philip.
Philip who?
Fill up my bag with candy, please.
Good job.
Woo.
Yeah, that was actually
Okay, do you have any outfits?
Okay, yeah, sort of, yeah. Okay, where do you guys think ghosts go to vacation?
Where?
Malibu!
Are you serious? No, get out.
You get out. You get out. Leave.
Okay, so,
Moving on,
yeah?
we have an interview that will be conducted by Kareem El Shahed, and he will be interviewing the head boy and head girl.
Woo! Exciting! Everyone give a big round of applause.
To head boy and head girl!
Thank you so much, radio team, for bringing us along. My name is Kareem, and I'll be conducting this very special interview with head girl Simrah and head boy Mikhail.
Woo!
So let's just get right into it. So let's first things first. Let's start at the beginning. How was the application process like to become head boy and head girl? Was it easy or hard?
I mean, different people found different aspects of it hard. So there was we had to do a written application and then an interview. For me, the interview was quite tough. They would ask questions that were very open-ended. So you would really have to just think on the spot, which I found the most tough. What about you, Mikhail?
I think that's really true because a lot of the questions they asked were not really direct. So it wasn't that you could just give an answer that you had prepared before. It was more about thinking on the spot because, like Simrah said, the questions were very open-ended and you genuinely had to come up with your own idea. So it did show part of your personality and your leadership skills as well.
So it's like a true test of character.
Exactly.
So for any future head boy or head girl, would you like to give any advice for this application process, especially the interviews?
I think just think ahead of any ideas you have that you would want to implement and be ready to discuss that with whoever's taking your interview.
I would say that when you're writing your statement or when you're obviously taking the interview, you want to stand out from everyone else. So you want to be different to every other application because like when applying to university, if your application is the same as every other person, you don't stand out and that's not going to help you any further.
Yeah.
And another piece of advice I have for someone would be, if you want to go for this role, know that you genuinely want to go for the role. So
Yeah, you really have to dedicate yourself.
that you'll be able to handle your academics, your sport, your social life outside of school along with this because there are not just a lot of responsibilities but a lot of things to do around the school as head boy or head girl or even as part of the prefect team. There's just a lot of responsibilities that are starting to come up and it does take up a lot of your time. But if you are willing to go for it, then I'd say it's a great opportunity.
Well, then that leads me to my next questions. What are those responsibilities and how do you manage year 13? Because year 13 is such a tough year because you have your university and just the end of A levels.
So far it's only been the beginning of the year, so obviously not much has been happening, but obviously responsibilities like what we're doing right now, we're taking an interview with you guys. There's responsibilities of representing the school in different factors, different aspects of the school life. We also arrange a lot of events. Today we'll be helping out with the I think at the younger years
induction ceremony for
an
the
induction
younger
ceremony, so we're also going to be helping out with that. So there's a lot of small responsibilities, but when you think of it, if there's a lot of small responsibilities, all of them together take up a lot of your time, but it does end up being worth it in the end.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to, you're going to be making your own responsibilities. If you've even applied for this role, it means you want to do something. You may see something is missing and whatever.
Yeah, so it's not only the school that'll necessarily give
you. You make your own responsibilities.
You have to come up with your own ideas, how you want to improve the school, because at the end of the day, it is one of the biggest roles as a student that you can have in the
Yeah.
school.
You need to take initiative.
Exactly.
And in terms of balancing academics, like you said, you just need to organize yourself. So it's timing, your prioritization skills. Everything comes into account.
Yes.
Well, how do you like to organize yourself? What do you what's the best way for you to keep yourself in check?
I'm not the best person to answer that question. I'm not very organized, but
Yeah, let's not ask him. I just make checklists for the day. Use your study periods really well. Yeah.
And I'd say
Nothing too
throughout your
crazy.
day, obviously some people don't have a schedule by the hour. I mean, I don't have a schedule
I think
at all.
that's too
But
meticulous.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
what you should do is just a bunch of work you need to get done that day. So
Like a
Yeah.
to-do list.
yeah, exactly.
to-do
So
list.
if you need to get 2 or 3 done for biology, just make sure that that unit is done. No matter what time of the day you get it finished, that you ensure that it's done. I think that way you can get all your work done and you're not constricted to a specific time.
Are
if
you
something
speaking
else
from
comes
personal
up.
experience?
Well, personal
Most
experience,
likely.
Yeah, I'm up to 2
I can
a.m.
imagine. But are there any changes you guys made so far, or any sneak peeks you guys can give us on what's upcoming or any upcoming events?
Me and Mikhail are in the process of planning a winter festival that we haven't
Oh,
pitched this yet, so I don't
okay.
even know if we should be saying this, but we
I mean,
want
it's-
to pitch that to the
So it's an idea
Leadership team.
it's an idea we're thinking of so far. So it's
Yeah, still in the
it's
planning
still
process.
Still in the process, still in the planning. But
don't get excited if
yeah,
we're not
it,
able to
it,
do
might,
it.
it might not go to plan. The pitch might not go well, but that's
Yeah.
what we've done so far. Like I said, the induction today and tomorrow after school. That's what we're part of right now. So far, that's what's been happening. But with the university applications and with our academics so far, there hasn't been any major changes, if you say so.
I mean, Pink Day, the prefect team had a lot to do with Pink Day.
Oh, really?
They were helping out a lot with everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of responsibilities there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you guys... This is just a weird, fun question. Do you guys have any role models or anyone you look up to or that helps you kind of motivate yourself to do what you do? I know, this is
I
very
did not
on the
know I would be
spot.
asked this.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be asked this question. I don't have any necessary role model as per a specific individual.
Mhm.
But I think in general I look up to family mainly. So all my family members, my father, he teaches me a lot about not just my values and my morals, but just skills I need in life and different things I need to know in life. So I believe my father, I look up to him. I look up to my mother as well. Basically all my family, because I come from a household that's very close. So I'd say my family.
Okay. So to end things off, do you guys have any final message directed to the whole school, to anyone listening right now? Any tips, advice, maybe GCSE students or Year 12 students for the future?
I mean, from the leadership point of view, the school is really trying to get everyone involved. So if anyone has any ideas, just try pushing it. Restrictions are so much more lenient now.
Yeah.
So if you just get your thinking hats on and
Yeah, I'd say for
Do
any
yourself.
student council in any year, push your ideas forward.
Even if you're not student council,
Yeah.
tell people, try and do it
Make
yourself.
sure you know who your student council are.
Yeah, true.
Push your ideas. It's your responsibility to improve our school.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd definitely say all of that is important. Your academics, your sports, and your school life. But I also want to remind people that there is also a life outside of school. So don't put all your focus throughout your whole day, including the school day and your day outside of school, only on school. So you need to have a social life. You need to go out with your friends, enjoy it, because you only really have let's say you're in your GCSEs 4 years or maybe 2 years. For us, it's our last year in school.
Yeah.
So make sure to enjoy the year as well. But obviously, if you want a goal, you want to work towards something like engineering, medicine, or law, which are fields that are very difficult to
Really
get into.
tough.
Exactly. So work towards them, put your mind to it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today here with the
Thank
radio team.
you.
Thank you so much, Simrah and Mikhail, head
you.
boy and head girl.
No
Oh my
worries,
gosh.
Appreciate it.
So, to end things off, happy weekend, everybody.
Happy weekend, everyone.